I fired myself for 30 days. I gave an autonomous AI agent control over my entire professional workflow, from client emails to final project delivery, and the results were more chaotic than I ever imagined. Most people use AI as a glorified spell checker, but I wanted to see if I could build a digital me, not a chatbot, but a collection of agents that could actually execute tasks. I spent the first weekend building a company of one. I used CrewAI to set up 3 agents, a researcher, a writer, and a quality controller. I gave them API access to my email, my calendar, and my project management board. Day 1 was a disaster. I asked the agent to draft a proposal for a new client. Instead, it scraped the entire internet for their history, generated a 50-page manifesto, and sent an email that sounded like a robot trying to sell insurance. The friction isn't the technology, it's the context. The agents were brilliant at gathering data, but they had no idea who I was. They were loud, inefficient, and remarkably tone-deaf. I had to pivot. I stopped treating the agents like a general contractor and started treating them like a junior assistant who needs a detailed brief. I wrote system prompts for every possible scenario. By day 10, the system started to hum. I'd wake up, open my laptop, and find a list of 3 finished projects waiting in my drafts folder. My job shifted from doing to approving. The real breakthrough happened when I integrated a feedback loop. I forced the quality controller agent to grade the writer's output based on my previous 20 best-performing articles. The quality gap vanished overnight. But then came the black box problem. Around day 20, an agent made a logic error in a budget forecast. It was a subtle, human-like mistake that cost me a client's trust. AI doesn't have a conscience, and it certainly doesn't feel guilt. I learned that agents are incredible at the process part of work, but they are absolutely terrible at the people part. They can generate the content, but they can't manage the relationship. I checked my analytics at the end of the month. My output volume tripled. My billable hours, or what would have been billable hours, dropped by 70%. But my personal time, it almost doubled. The experiment proved one thing. You shouldn't try to replace yourself with AI. You should try to replace the parts of your job that require no humanity. Automate the data gathering, the formatting, and the boring admin. But keep the strategy and the human connection for yourself. That's not just more efficient. That's a competitive advantage. If you want to start your own agentic workflow, stop looking for a shortcut tool. Spend this weekend writing a detailed SOP for one specific task in your day, and give that to an agent. That is how you actually scale.